be in your heart space doing what you love to do. To acclimate yourself through healing, through releasing all the distortions that you've gathered amongst your time here, amongst separation, amongst duality. That's why we say let go so many times. Let go of this, let go of that, release, 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 because these are all programs and ideas that we've collected over the time of our many incarnations here amongst separation. The fighting and clashes between races and sexes and men and women and who's better and who's best, who's in charge, and so on and so forth. All these are programs that were, basically distortions that we chose to work with amongst the realms of duality. As a catalyst of our expansion in consciousness as a species, as individuals. We created these distortions for ourselves because we had the strength to let them go when it was time, to choose to let them go when it was time. Once again, black, white, and once again, all of these distortions of separation. This is why things are so intense. The external illusion is baiting so much to attempt to get you to choose sides at this time, because once again, who's still in the lower frequencies of duality and who's evolving beyond that? Who's mature enough to see beyond the game of differences? Who can heal from that? Who's mature enough or evolved enough to heal beyond the in-quarreling amongst Earth humanity? And of course, the dark ain't doing nothing but promoting it, attempting to cause fights and pin one side versus the other, and Democrats and Republicans and these people versus these people, and so on and so forth. Once again, who is still operating within the lower frequencies of duality? Who's still in this space of insanity to fight amongst themselves? Who's still choosing sides when there's only inside, there's only God? Who's still participating? But this is the choice. Love or fear is the ultimate choice. Why you think all of these revelations are coming out? The revelations are the activation of programs themselves. Oh, this is in the food, and this is in the Kool-Aid, and this is in such and such. Once again, love or fear. Do you feel susceptible? Do you feel that you're a victim? Oh, look what they doing to the water supply. Look what they doing to us. Look what they doing to us. Once again, them and us, duality. They doing this to us. They doing this to our food, and us to our this and our that. Once again, all games of the external illusion. Are you playing? Are you allowing yourself to be emotionally manipulated? Yes, of course, as a collective, there is a we. However, even deeper than that, there's I. There's the one, there's God. Deeper than that, there's only God. However, for the purpose of the collective experience, unity consciousness, and all of the other principles of the one, we're experiencing, or at least experiencing the catalyst where it's necessary to recognize a we. Interdependence. Independence before interdependence. When I heal myself, I can harmoniously work amongst other people. Independence before interdependence. When I heal to a certain capacity, then I can go and work amongst other people harmoniously. Beyond once again, the illusion of duality, or me versus you. Same thing goes when it comes to relationships, beloved. When you heal, you can harmoniously exist or coexist amongst others. That's why self-love is the foundation of all love. When you love yourself, then you can harmoniously coexist amongst another soul who loves themselves as well. And you can coexist amongst each other. You can work together. You can communicate without being defensive, without the tug of war that we've catered to for such a long time. Me versus you, or who has the power, and who's more powerful, men versus women, and such like. Once again, all of these games of duality are this is elementary school. The lower frequency programs of insanity, because once again, you end up fighting yourself, going against yourself, comparing yourself, attempting to be better than yourself. Once again, the whole idea of comparison versus, oh, me, I do it better than you. Well, I do this better than me. Once again, healing is necessary. Now, we spoke on the nature of this particular lifetime, but at the same time, it's not about this idea of urgency or having to hurry up. You can relax that. Once again, the more present you are, the more you're beyond focusing on linear time and how much time do I have and I need to hurry up and do X, Y. Like, nah, if you just relax and be here in the present moment, you'll realize that life is presenting you the most important thing right now. Life is always presenting you with the most important thing that's necessary for you to give your attention to at the moment. Because it's infinitely intelligent. Ain't no mistakes or accidents. No, you're seeing what you're supposed to see right now. This is the top priority. It's right in front of you. What do you feel excited about? Follow your excitement. What brings you pleasure? What brings you joy? These are your instructions. Follow your joy. Follow your excitement. The heart is talking. It's speaking to you. Yeah, execute this thing. You want to go to the store or go to the park or whatever. That's the most important thing right now because it's in alignment with your excitement. So yeah, do you stop and smell the roses? Or do you push yourself into exhaustion? To push yourself into exhaustion is to be motivated by fear. It's not following your joy. You're following fear, trying to hurry up and do this. And well, I don't want to get caught up in it. Do what brings you excitement right now, beloved. It's the most efficient decision that you can make as a soul. Here's something important to recognize, to maintain an awareness of. Ultimately, you can't make a wrong turn. Ultimately, you can't make a wrong turn, beloved. You can never stray so far away from the path which you can't find your way back. No. There's only perfection. Once again, the more you follow your heart, the more you maintain your trajectory on the most efficient path of unfoldment. This is what's meant by following your heart, following your joy, following your excitement, what feels good right now, versus what you feel like you're supposed to do. At the end, at the end of such an experience, once again, you're only going to want to do it again. At the end, you're only going to want to do it again. Such as the cycles of infinite intelligence. There should be no rush. There's a paradox. Yes, of course, this cycle is in the process of ending. It's just that, once again, your trajectory dictates the timeline in which you exist. If you're proactively participating in the healing process through planting that seed and stepping back and allowing, and taking personal responsibility for all that's being presented, and truly being present, of course, you're on a fast track. But of course, you have many lifetimes to reference. You have the emotional content of all past lifetimes to refer to.